What is up, peeps? It's Following TCG. I'm taking you back to another YouTube video, and today we have such an interesting bug to cover that is very dangerous to yourself when playing Weavile and Shedinja. Let me explain briefly what this bug is and how it's actually a detriment to you when playing these two cards together. Hopefully this does get fixed soon, because it is quite a game-breaking bug, not in the good way. It just makes Shedinja and Weavile, this is the rule of evil Weavile, by the way, it makes them two unplayable together. You just cannot put them together in a deck, which is not fun. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that the game is completely busted. It just means you can't play this particular list. So I'm assuming Pokemon will, whenever they discover this bug themselves, will probably ban either Shedinja or something. I'm not too sure what would happen until they fix the bug. There's a ton of bugs in the game right now, including some Striker and stuff like that, so they have a lot of work to go through, so I don't know if this is going to go anytime soon. But basically, the bug is we use Shedinja, attach it to some Pokemon, and once they get KO'd and go in the discard pile, if we use Rule of Evil, it actually KOs the Shedinja whilst it's in the discard pile, giving your opponent a prize card. So the way I discovered this is I was playing I think a Metagross deck, and it was like even terms. They had 3 prizes, I had 3 prizes, and was able to keep up because I was using Shedinja. So when they did get KOs on us, this was a fully set up Metagross, so it's going to be getting 1-shots every turn against a Weavile deck that plays Weavile and Garbodor. So whilst the Garbodors are getting KO'd, I was using Shedinja to make sure it's safe, and that we don't go down in prizes too quickly, so we can keep up. So it worked out. My Shedinja's in a discard pile. I promoted the Weavile and I was like, alright, let's go. Rule of Evil. Let's get some damage out there. And then, bang. 3 of the Shedinja in my discard pile got KO'd and I lost. Because they took prizes for these Shedinjas being KO'd whilst in my discard pile. Now, I'm not sure at all how that happens. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the wording. I don't know if it's just the programming or both even. Because Weavile doesn't say any Pokemon in play. It just says to any Pokemon that has an ability. It doesn't say in play. So it might count the discard pile as, you know, a Pokemon that can be damaged by an ability. And maybe it doesn't do anything to the hand because it's your hand, it can't be damaged. But then at the same time, you shouldn't be able to take damage in the discard pile either. So I don't know what it is. Anyway, I will show you proof of this here. I did 3 attempts. One of them, I'll show you the first one here, was a bit weird. It actually didn't work out. It showed the animation, but there was no damage. So anyway, I'll get into it, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so here we are. I've actually managed to set it up now. I have 4 Shedinja in my discard pile. I built this deck just for the purpose, of course, of getting these Shedinjas in there. Now, 2 of these Shedinjas have been thrown in the discard pile through means of like Mysterious Treasure, Ultra Ball, Sightseer. So those have been thrown in through that route. And the other 2 have been thrown in the discard pile by being a tool card attached to one of our active Pokemon that has been knocked out. So if, after using this attack, they take 2 prizes, then we know this bug is only activated if Shedinja is used as a tool card and not if it's just in a discard pile. If they take 4 prizes and win the game, then we know that it's just Shedinja in general that's bugged with it. So let's go for the Rule of Evil attack, and I'll show you here. You can see that my discard pile has actually activated, and you'll see nothing happened. Wow. What? So this bug is inconsistent. Huh. That is crazy. Right, so we'll roll with it again and see if we can replicate what happened the first time I discovered the bug. I'm stunned that it actually did nothing. But it did the animation, so that's just really weird. We'll get into another one and we'll see if we can replicate it. Right, so we're back, and there's a very strange bug which you just saw. That's so crazy. Okay. What actually was happening there was that in my discard pile, I used the Rule of Evil attack 1 turn before starting to record this clip, and what happened was when I used it, it actually did 60 damage to my Shedinja in the discard pile. However, they didn't take the prize card, and if I went in a discard pile and looked at it like I did now, it said it had 60 damage on it, and then the turn ended and they just took a prize, which is crazy. So we're going to go for another Rule of Evil, and let's see. So it will do the damage to the discard pile, but do they take the 2 prize cards? look, you can see the Shedinja there. Yep, see, there we go. You look at the bottom right, the Shedinja actually goes down as if they got a KO. And they get to take a prize because of it. So I'm not sure what's the recipe to get this to work, but I did manage to replicate it there, and I'm confused. So what it does is it Rule of Evil treats so this side of 60 damage to each Pokemon that has an ability. Now it doesn't say to each Pokemon in play, so I'm assuming it's also counting the discard pile, but I don't know if that makes sense. Because I've managed to be fair, I think we'll have to test this. I think I've done it before, but let's say if there's an Oranguru in the discard pile, would it also do 60 damage to the Oranguru? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. So I don't know yet if this is a Shedinja bug or a Weavile bug or both of them combined together. But you just saw there, Shedinja got knocked out in the discard pile, giving them a free prize. And what happened? It's so unfortunate I didn't get to record it, but what actually happened in the game was I had 3 Shedinja in the discard pile. They had free prizes. I used my Rule of Evil attack, and they won because they took the free prizes. So it is kind of game breaking because it makes you lose games. It gives away prize cards, right? So I'm just stunned. Let's see if we can. I'm not too sure. I want to see if I can get a much better clip on it. I'm going to be honest. We'll stop there and we'll go into another one and try and set up and see what exactly is going on, try and dissect it. But you did see it there. It's just weird. I don't know what's going on. The Shedinja gets knocked out in the discard pile and gives your opponent a free prize card. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw an Oranguru in this list. It's called the fast deck. We're going to throw a Oranguru in this list instead of Ditto. And we'll see if Oranguru went in the discard pile after being KO'd, not by discarding it manually, let's say. We'll see if they also take damage. So we'll have to just take a look and go from there. Okay, after a short period of time, or, well, for you a short period, for me a long period, this guy would not attack my Pokemon with Shedinja attached. He didn't want to. We've managed to get a few Shedinja in the discard pile. One of them was actually through knocking out our own Oranguru, which I'll show you a clip now. Once we did that, our Oranguru went down, but they didn't take the prize card, which is pretty interesting. So you could use that to your advantage when playing Rule of Evil in the future, right? You could attach this Shedinja to your Oranguru, so when it gets knocked out with its ability, you don't lose the prize card, right? So you don't benefit your opponent there. However, we have 3 Shedinja in the discard pile. All of them have been thrown in there by being attached to a Pokemon. None of them have been thrown in by being attached to a Weavile. I wanted to make sure that they weren't attached to a Weavile, just to make sure that the bug is a bit more easier to understand. So we're going to go for Rule of Evil now, and let's see what happens here. So bear in mind, they take 1 prize card because we just did KO our own Oranguru. So they will take 1. So how many are they taking? So they're taking 1 for the Oranguru. Yeah. They take, okay, so that's for a Shedinja. Do they take 3 or do they take 2? There's another one with another Shedinja. Are they taking? It looks like they're taking another prize card here. There we go. So they have taken 4 prize cards in the turn I attacked. Obviously the Oranguru, but that is a turn where they took 3 prize cards for me having Shedinja in my discard pile. So do not, by any means, do not play Shedinja and Weavile together. You will accelerate your losing process. So don't do it. I'm not sure what exactly the bug is, but we did explore it a little bit there. I don't know what happened on the first occasion. They actually got the win because of that as well, which is incredible. I don't know what happened on the first occasion. It announced the attack. You saw the animation in the discard pile, but it just didn't damage the Shedinja. So this bug seems to be inconsistent. So yeah, just a big no-no to playing those 2 together right now until Pokemon fix the issue. But other than that, I'm absolutely stunned. I don't know how I came across this. Well, I do know how, but just the odds of coming across this is a bit, well, thinking about it, it's a bit likely, actually, because when you play Shedinja, you want to play in decks that are playing non-GX Pokemon, so they take no prizes when they KO you, yada, yada, yada. I was just working on a deck, and I was like, hey, Shedinja would work in here, and then bang, it appeared. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Leave a like if you did enjoy this little investigation video, and do subscribe for unique decks. I love uploading decks every day during the week, and I do stream on the weekend as well, and the stream should be up tomorrow. But other than that, I'll leave you to it. Peace.